Looks like the squirrels chewed a giant hole in my deer feeder, so that's cool. Look at that. Good Lord. I'm gonna have to get a new one now. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's a cold, windy morning here in Arkansas today, but a guy I know recently asked me to shoot him a big mess of squirrels, so in this video, we're gonna be doing some squirrel hunting. And the gun we're going to be using a squirrel hunt with today is my little brother's Remington Model 1148 semi-automatic 28 gauge shotgun. It's a really cool old shotgun, and I think it's perfect for small game hunting. The ammo we're going to be using in this video is Federal 28 gauge 1 ounce number 6 shot. There they are right there. If you've never seen a 28 gauge shell before, here's a little comparison for you. This right here is 12 gauge, this right here is 20 gauge, and in the middle is the 28 gauge. It's perfectly in between 20 and 12, so it should be perfect for small game hunting. Let's get her loaded up. I think it'll hold 3 in the tube and 1 in the chamber, so 4 total. There we go. So I think the first stop of the day is going to be down at my deer feeder, because I kind of have a bone to pick with them squirrels down there. I love that view. It's just gorgeous. I've sat down here by the deer feeder for about an hour and no squirrels. So I think I'm going to go back to the house, get my dogs, and then we're going to go walk around down here in the woods and see if my dogs can find us a squirrel. And yes, I am wearing electronic ear pro because I already have raging tinnitus and I'm not trying to make it any worse. Come on, Pud, and find us a squirrel or something. Squirrel or a rabbit? Something like that. Where'd River go? River, come on. Come on, River! Come find us something. Get up in there. Good girl. Let's get them, Puddin'. Maybe if we get down in here where it's a little thicker, we might find something. Right down over yonder is where I shot the squirrel with the Heritage Rough Rider 22 revolver. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. Come on, find something. You can see where the water's coming out of the ground, out of the moss and whatnot. Awful pretty down here. Ain't seen no squirrels yet, but well, just gotta keep on keeping on, I guess. Big old tree fell over recently. I hadn't noticed that. Looks like the little waterfall's running pretty good. See if I can get down here without falling, busting my ass. Yeah, it's pretty full. Washed all the way up to my cooking spot. Is there a coon in there? Flush that coon out. Well, you don't want to grab on a hold of that. That right there is Devil's Walking Stick. I don't know why the camera's not going to focus, but yeah, that's a handful. Find that coon. Is he up in there? I bet he's up in there. You're going to fall off and get hurt. What are you doing up there? Find that coon. Come on, is he over here on this side? Come look on this side. You're goofy, River. Get in there and get him. Bet we can stick some leaves in there and smoke him out. Might try that. It's pretty wet out, so we ain't gonna catch the woods on fire today. I'm gonna have to do some trapping. There's all kinds of tracks down here. I believe that right there is coon. That looks like a coon. And I saw right over here, right there, looks like a little bobcat. More little bobcat tracks. I believe that's a bobcat. Another one right there. Those are too small to be the dog. Dogs are too big. There's a dog track right there. You got home? No? Alright. There's another waterfall. If I can get over to it. Awful pretty. It's a big one. Find a squirrel, Puddin', come on. Been out here all day, they ain't got one yet. There's a cave over there. Did I find an armadillo? Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to black and white that out. Find an armadillo? Good girl. Did you get him? Alright, you have it. Take off. I actually think he's still alive. It looks like he's breathing. So I'm going to go ahead and put him out of his misery. Sorry, little buddy. Well, I walked around in the woods for like 6 hours with the dogs and still didn't find any squirrels, but today also happens to be the last day of crow season here in Arkansas, so I'm going to go down here in the backyard, set up my electronic game call and a couple of these crow decoys, see if I can shoot some crows with a 28 gauge shotgun. Set the e-collar right up there, throw some leaves on top of it so the crows can't see it very good. One just landed up there in that tree. Can't see him. He's gotta move. Come on now. There he is. Oh, come back. Land right there. Got it. Oh, he didn't die. Dang it. I may need a heavier load or something because I shot at a couple of crows now. Before the call went off. I shot at a couple of them now at a pretty decent range. The first couple I shot at, I'm pretty sure I hit them, but they just kept going, so maybe a little too far out, I don't know. I'm going to keep trying. I think I'm going to see if I can get one to land a little closer in the tree, and then try to knock it off the tree. I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to clean this 28 gauge because it is jamming a lot. Every time I've shot it today, it has jammed. So I think I'm going to nickname it Bob Marley because it's always jamming. Well, I didn't manage to get any crows, but if you want to see a video where I shoot a crow, cook it over a fire, and eat it, go check out that video on my channel and check out some other awesome hunting videos while you're there. It's a few days later and I got snowed out of work, so this afternoon we're going to continue our small game hunt down in the woods in the snow with the 28 gauge. Well, we didn't get a whole lot of snow, but we got enough to go out and mess around in, a couple inches. The goal is to walk around and see if I can find some tracks in the snow, like from a squirrel or a rabbit or something like that. And then we'll track them up to the tree you went into and see if we can find them. Shoot them out of the tree. Or if we see a rabbit, then shoot him out of the bushes or wherever he's at. But we'll look around, see if we can find something. Maybe down in this thick stuff we'll find us a rabbit or something. Lord. Don't trip and fall down. Been looking around for some tracks, but I haven't seen any yet. I'm pretty sure that's rabbit tracks right there. Looks like it's hopping. So maybe it's going pretty fast. Looks like it turned pretty sharp right there. Well, I don't see where it went. Maybe that's squirrel tracks. And maybe it went up this tree. Just walk back and see if I can see. Chad Smith at Jerry's Place in Drasco, Arkansas sent me this badass K-Bar survival knife. It's super sharp, it's made out of one solid piece of steel, so it'll last forever, and I'll be using it a lot on this channel. Thanks a lot, Chad, I really appreciate it. I found a bunch of deer tracks in the snow, and you can tell by the way that they're dragging their feet like that they're just walking. They're not running or anything. So they're pretty calm. And they walked on down through here. There's a bunch more tracks over there. It's getting about time to start looking for some shed antlers. They should be dropping them here pretty soon. There's a bunch of icicles down here today. Maybe there'll be some big ones down there that we can shoot at with 22 or something. There's quite a few of them down here, but they're not nearly as big as I was hoping they'd be. So that's kind of a bummer, but still pretty though. Since I'm out here, I've just been following these deer tracks around, see if I can get lucky and find a shed antler, but maybe a little too soon to find some sheds yet, so. That's where them deer were bedded down. Looks like there's 1, 2, there's a third one over there. Looks like where they scraped out the ground and laid down. I can tell at least one of them's a buck. You can see right there in that track how it's got the 2 dots behind it. Usually if you can see those in the print, that means it's a buck. So there's at least one buck in here. You can see better in that one. And that's pretty cool. That's some good information for next deer season. I have to set up a blind or a stand somewhere down here. Yeah, it looks like pawed out the ground so they can lay down and not have to lay in the snow. Yeah, there's at least 3 of them. That's cool. That's good information for sure. Whew, it's starting to get dark. I think I'm about to start walking back to the house. 28 gauge versus small tree. Cut it right in half and it jammed again. There's a hollow tree with a hole in it right about there. Wonder if I can shoot the tree and scare a squirrel out. Worth a shot at this point. I don't see nothing, but we got another jam. That figures. Alright, come on. Go. Alright. This thing does not run very good at all. It's one of the neat features of this old gun, these old 1148s, they have a reciprocating barrel. So when you fire it, the barrel actually goes back and forth with the action. Like so. Like you just push on it and it'll actually cycle the action all the way back on the gun, so that's pretty cool. Push down on it. Pretty neat. I wouldn't do it from the top because I wouldn't recommend putting your hand anywhere near the end of the barrel because that could be dangerous, but just thought that was pretty cool and I'd show y'all. Well guys, I didn't manage to get a whole bunch of squirrels in this video like I really wanted to, but if you want to see a video where I shoot some squirrels and eat them, or some crows or armadillos or deer or something else like that, go check out the channel because I got quite a few hunting videos and fishing videos and other stuff like that on the channel. Go check out one of them. Let me know when you enjoyed this video by hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next video.